Right, well people, welcome back. It's now 2025, it's a new year, same problems, rant for another day maybe. Anyway, what are we doing here today? I've not done anything with anything I showed you in the last videos, but these are, I have 3 Traxxas Emaxes in various states of build and modification and whatever, and I thought I would show you these and something. It's been on the channel before, but not in any great detail, so we'll come to that bad boy in a minute. Right, so this one is, give you a brief rundown of what they are. This is pretty much, these are all mismatch builds. I've not ever bought any brand new Emaxes. These have all come in pieces or as swaps on projects and modifications. Anyway, you get the idea. Right, so this is pretty much a T-Max. It started out as a T-Max. There's a gearbox for it somewhere, a T-Max gearbox. I've not been able to find the differences between that and an Emax gearbox, but it didn't work as I want anyway. But anyway, suffice it to say, this is a state of it. It just needs electronics, a drive shaft, and a few little tweaks here and there, and this would be working. It is, I have. Now, these are the rarest of the rare as far as Emaxes are concerned. These are RC Raven 1-inch offset wheels. You just cannot buy these anymore. Every now and then they pop up, but they're stupid expensive. I've had these a while, as you can see. They've been used and abused, but that inch offset, you just don't get those. You just can't get them anymore. And they will become very important in a moment, and I'll come to that. So that is just the basic Emax that is either a build project or a set of spares, undecided, and I'll come to the why in a minute. This is my pride and joy of the Emax fleet. This is, we have, well, it's good looking for a start, although I have another project for that body shell. I wanted a Italian Scorch, I couldn't afford it. This was the only way to do it. Convert an Emax, and yes, I think I did quite well with that. Had some stickers donated, bought some, and yeah, paint job's all mine. I did all the paint on this. Anything black, white or blue is paint. Yeah, so it's been on my channel, but not recently. It is an original Emax EVX. In fact, it's not an Emax, it's an eRevo EVX2 with the Titan 775 motor from a Summit. So this thing is a jack of all trades. It's got RPM shock towers, but the rest is completely standard, to be honest, other than these metal skid plates. As you can see, were virtually new when I got them, so this thing has been used and abused. Yes, homemade drive shafts, because again, I will come to all these modifications and the reasons why they were done in a bit. We've got integer. I bought a set of integer progressive springs for the Emax many years ago. Again, you can't buy them anymore, not available. There's like 10 different sets of springs of all various different hardnesses. I think these are what I would call fairly hard. There's very hard, super hard, soft, super soft. They all sort of vary from the softer than the standard Emax springs to harder. There's only one more that's harder than this, and they're on the other Emax I'm about to show you in a moment. So yeah, this again started out like that one with a metal chassis, and it, like I say, I've got rollers and then just gradually got them working. There's a few bits I want for this, like this like a twin skid plate thing here to cover this, that you only get on these grey chassis models. I would like that. Yeah, it's got the upgraded later model Max. I don't know what these would be called, but anyway, it has those. Right, so I'm going to pause this for a moment because I just realised there's something I wanted to show you that I've forgotten. Right, I'm back. I'm out of breath, I've been upstairs. Right, now the reason I'm showing you all these is because these are all contenders for a new build I'm about to start. This one, it's so complete as near to an original Emax that came out of a box this way. I'm going to leave this the hell alone. I may at some point replace the ESC with one, because these are old, it's not LiPo compatible. I'll have to use a little buzzer for the LVC, so maybe not keep that in there, we'll see. But I'll be doing some body swapping. It's not on straight, but it'll do for now. Right, so I'm going to bring this puppy in and show you that one. Bear with me a moment. Right, this is the, I don't remember what it's called, it's the XTM SST. It's a 1/8. And by the way, a bone of contention amongst RC hobbyists, this is a 1/8 chassis by parent company's GV Models. And this is a 1/10 chassis from Traxxas. I can tell you now, from there to there, it's almost identical as that is from there to there. So is it a 1/8 or a 1/10? Bone of contention amongst the hobby, but I would say that, as all Emaxes are a 1/8 platform. Traxxas in there. Yeah. Anyway, right, so what is this? It thinks it's an HPI trophy truck. HPI trophy truggy. Bumpers, wheels, body, rear bumper and the wing are all HPI trophy truck. Because most all of the 1/8 trucks are identical dimensions. Now this is possibly the most well engineered and best looking chassis I own, and it gets very little or to be precise no use whatsoever. You'll have to excuse my sniffling, because this thing is capable with the 150 amp ESC and this 6-pole 2000 kV motor. This thing's capable of 50 mph plus. It's also capable of 6S. So this thing is an absolute beast. And why do I never use it? Because I've took it out 3 times and broken it 3 times. Because it's a trophy, a truggy, has these exposed suspension arms, and I just keep ripping them off. Right, let me just put the body back on for a moment. Now, this exposed wheel setup leaves me open to breaking them, because I'm not a very good driver, and due to a severe spinal problem, I can't follow these around with my head like you want to do. Like when it goes zoom, you need to go with it, and I can't do that. So this thing keeps crashing into things, and if you're not going to drive it fast, what the hell is the point of having it? So this leads me to my project, and I'm going to just show you the video. Now this, if anybody's been on my channel, this is a 1/6 scale Emax I nicknamed Big Yellow. It's just a basic Emax made longer. Now, you're not really getting the scale of this thing, because it's got the wheels that I just showed you, the Raven RC wheels, and they were brand new when I made this video. How old is this video? It's not going to tell me. Yeah, so that's what I want to recreate. Now, to give you a scale, I have not shown you the other Emax. Right, now, this thing is over here. Now, this is an Emax. You may not know it. This is an Emax. I thought I could make an Emax a scale truck. I was mistaken. I think it's a flexible platform as for what you can do with it, but it has its limitations, and I've reached it with a scaler. I shortened the A-arms, made a longer chassis. The Emax I just showed you had a chassis like this, and while I was out at a bash with a group that I used to be in, a bod with a Losi 8, a Losi 5, smashed into it, bent this, broke these, snapped all the drive shafts, broke all the quite a lot of suspension and body mounts, and I just thought, when I decided to rebuild it, I rebuilt it as that. Rendering what I named Big Yellow dead. So, but this was the chassis that I used for that, and I'll show you why it's no good. See, look. Now, I'm sure that's something I've done wrong, because the bigger ones with the big wheels don't do that. Maybe shortening the A-arms was the limit of what I could do. It's got a full Emax gearbox in there. Now, the size of these things only becomes apparent when you bring in, this is a Tamiya TT01. I mean, look at the size of it to that. That's what Tamiya calls a 1/10. So, yeah. So the plan is, one of these is going to become Big Yellow once again, which is currently black, but we'll come to that in a moment. Right, now, I'm losing my way with this video. This is the third time I've done this. The video would be so much easier if they all fit on the table. Right, I'm going to bring in the body shell and I'm going to show you what I mean. Just the size difference. I mean, this is a big truck. That is a big truck, but this is like massive. Now, I was going to, while I did the other version of this video, I realised this is the better platform for this. If the width of the track width was right, I could have made this like an infraction type sort of RC, a truck, but fast, tough, strong. But see the chassis sticking out underneath? That is my pet hate. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So to me, the chassis has to be level with the body, like on the Emax. Now I can do that with this body on this chassis. Right, now I painted this. It came yellow. I called it Big Yellow. I painted it black, nicknamed it Project Darkstorm. But the paint, with as you see, this has had some of this. Most of this is from the head-on with the Losi 5. It just totally smashed it. But I still have the body, so I've always had it in my mind to rebuild it. Now we have the power, we can rebuild it. Now this is the original chassis that I built for this truck. But it was like really heavy, which is why I built the one out of the composite. But I found this the other day when I was mooching around in the loft. I forgot I had it. I actually forgot this existed. So this means I could just take all the suspension off of one of these, bolt it onto this, and it's already the right length for this body. Now I since got the thicker and the stronger springs and shockers, so the weight would not be a problem anymore. Plus, I will find an easier way of making this work, so I can make it a little lighter maybe. So yeah, this is the plan. This truck is coming back. Now one of these 3 Emaxes is going to sacrifice itself. I think it's going to be the one with the hard body, because I've had a crawler chassis under there and it just worked. So yeah, you've seen this one. I don't know whether you'll ever see it running. I think in the summer I'll get it out in a big open space and we'll give her a stretch of legs. I'd also considered putting that Fall Guy shell on one of these, but I looked at it yesterday because you can make these 4-wheel steering if you wanted. I thought that could be like a nod to a Clodbuster. I thought that would be cool, but I don't think that's going to work either. So we'll see. But that's the plan. This puppy's coming back. The Big Yellow 2 is going to sacrifice itself. I need some of these because some of these are broken. I have some spares, so I'm going to dismantle a few bits and bats. I need the RPM shock towers because of the weight of the body. So I will be taking all 3 Emaxes apart and building a Supermax. Ironically, if Traxxas had made an X-Max in the 90s, this is what it would have been like. Because this is about the same size as an X-Max. I've seen X-Maxes with these bodies on. There's only a little tweak into the wheel arches to make them fit. So I'm going to make my own. I've already made my own long before the X-Max even existed. I think seeing videos like this is what prompted Traxxas to make a big one. Anyway, so there we go, 15-minute video. I took 2 weeks off over Christmas for family stuff and just to keep the table clean for parties and that. But yes, that is the plan. This puppy is coming back. Now, the body is absolutely mullered. It is proper trashed. It was knackered when I was gifted it by a friend. It was knackered then, and I've damaged it even more. So there has to be a full refurb on this body. I don't know whether to sand the inside or to sand the outside and take it back to being yellow. I liked it black, but you get this. So I don't know whether to try and strip the paint on the inside and start again. You can still get these, but they're like hundreds of dollars to get an intact one, because you buy this piece and this piece separately, and they're just rare as rocking horse poop. They're just very difficult to get hold of. There used to be company made fiberglass ones when these were popular, but they don't make them anymore. So I was actually thinking of using it as a mould and making a fiberglass version when the summer comes around. But just for now, I'm going to fix it with drywall tape and shoe glue, or even fiberglass it on the inside to strengthen this one, and we'll take it from there. But yeah, I have all the components. I need to purchase a few bits and bats here and there, but yeah. Anyway, this video is getting longer and longer, so that's it. We're back, people. Thanks for watching, and more soon.